Hello YouTube, Blue State Refugee here. Another installment of the Gun Plumber series. Today we're going to install a weapon mounted light on an AR15 with the Magpul MOE front end. So what I have is I have the MOE, what's called a cantilever rail. It's a nice piece of robust plastic that's going to lock into one of these little slots on the MOE handguards. And then I also have, for the light, we're going to put in Inforce tactical weapon mounted light. It's black in color, and this is the Travis Haley model, so it just has a momentary switch in the back. It doesn't have the press 1 for low, press 2 for strobe, hold it 6 seconds and it plays La Cucaracha. It doesn't have all that cool features. It's just a light. It's on, it's off. That's it. That's all I really want. So to start this project, we're going to remove the Aimpoint Pro. This is a really nice dot. And they're a little pricey, but sometimes you can find them on sale. We're going to get that out of our way. And then a tool that I've really fond of is this little handguard tool. It just basically allows you to manipulate the delta ring back so that you can drop the handguards out. I think I got it loose enough. It should come out. And I'll get that tool out of my way. And then there goes the bottom with the angle foregrip. We'll set that aside. And then the top one, usually we can pull back. And we're going to then remove that. And there we go. And at this point, it's taken down about all that we need. So we're going to take the cantilever rail, and it's got two little bosses, and it's going to slide right into whatever slot you choose. I'm going to choose the furthest slot. And then we have a button head Allen wrench that Magpul has provided some generous amount of some type of, either it's a nylock thread locking device or it's some type of compound. And then we have the little foot that goes below, and all we have to do is find the head of the button head and start to turn. So trying to keep this in frame. And I think we got it there. Takes a little bit to line up, but once you do, there it goes very nicely. And you don't want this to spin on you while you're screwing everything together. So what I use is a pair of robo grips, and I'm just going to secure the metal part from turning. I'm not putting any pressure anywhere else, and I'm just going to tighten up with the Allen wrench till it's tight. And I think, well, let me get one more little. Sometimes it's hard to get these things in here. These I've had these for quite some time, and they're like the Tipton gun vise, another hand sometimes. There we go. I'm just going to make sure that's tight, and that is. That's not going to go anywhere. So we'll get this tool out of the way. So now that that's done, we're just going to reverse the disassembly process, and we'll start with the top. And that's got to go in like that. And then pull the D-ring back and snap the top in place. And then we're going to put the bottom in. And it's got that nice heat shield. And you got to make sure the Magpuls have like an interlocking system. You got to make sure you're up and in far enough. And then lots of times you could pull the D-ring or the delta ring back by hand, but you want to make sure that you're in there all the way. And there we go. Now everything's nice and mint. Alright, so at this point, we're not going to reinstall the aim point. We're going to loosen this from the vise, and we're going to pick it up and we're going to tilt it on its side. So now you can see that the cantilever mount is in there. It's nice and tight. And we're going to take our weapon mounted light and this has a nice little feature where you loosen the little thumb knob till it gets to the point where this rocks back and forth, and all you're going to do is find out where you want it on your rail and just snap it over, and it's nice and it's fixed. Now all you do is just turn that thumb knob till it's tight, and that is not going anywhere. And now we have a nice intermittent light that we can turn on and off. It's got this little safety so that you can't inadvertently turn it on and off. And then if you want like a master off switch, you just take the front lens and unscrew that a little bit, and that completely turns it off, disengages the battery. So there you have it for the 3-4 minutes that we spent installing this. It was a fun time, and I think that some skills like this are good to have, especially when maybe things aren't always the normal everyday that they are. So we'll just put the aim point back on, and because we're celebrating our independence from British rule this weekend, I think we're going to go out and test this out and let freedom ring. So if you found this video to be of value or humorous, or you just liked it, please like, share, or subscribe. Remember, it's important to live free and act free to truly be free. Long live the Republic.